Hey yo. So here we are. We're one day in. It is day -9, T-9. How do you say it? Anyway, when we look at where we are today, we have started our challenge. How you doing with hydrating, with trying to poop more, with giving yourself time to poop, with that fruit for breakfast campaign? Did you feel hungry this morning after you ate fruit? If you did, then go ahead and eat twice that amount. If you're thinking I'm crazy for encouraging you to eat that much fruit, think about it like this. The fruit itself is mostly water, yeah? So when you take the water away and you're left with fiber, there's not much there. So we want to eat way more of it. A blender can definitely help, all right? But so day 9, I'm gonna talk to you more about the things to eliminate. So we already have nicotine, alcohol, all these things out of the way, 10 days out. We're really preparing the body to get into a deeper state of detoxification. And it is going to start even now. So don't be surprised if over the next few days you have certain detox symptoms come up. They are normal. They're things like headaches, a sense of lethargy. These are withdrawal from the toxicity that you've had stored in your cells. What happens is it releases into the bloodstream, and as it releases into the bloodstream, you're going to feel the toxicity once again. So don't be surprised. Go ahead and drink a whole half to a full liter of water when those symptoms come up, and that will help to just wash it through. So remember, that other big element of what we're doing in these preparation days is hydration. I cannot stress it enough. So today in this video, we're going to be focusing on 2 things: the kind of water that you're supposed to be having, and we'll focus on eliminating these foods that are a bit more difficult for the digestive system to process. So first we'll talk about water. When we do talk about the kind of water that you're meant to be drinking, we are meant as humans, as animal beings on this earth, to be drinking mineral spring water. And so there's a great website that I recommend everyone always go to, findaspring.com. You can check it out. It's a worldwide map. Maybe there's a spring near you where you can find a place to go and fill up, right? Get a big jug and fill up as you can. From there, if that's not possible, then you can either get spring water, although we know that there's so many problems with the world that we live in today as modern humans. We have plastic bottles of water shipped halfway across the world and all of these other conundrums that we're in. And yet, what we can do to find the highest quality water possible is necessary. A lot of you who might be drinking from municipal tap water, so city supplies of water, unfortunately, they haven't been updated since the 1980s, but what has been updated are pharmaceuticals. And so we have little nanoparticles or trace particles of pharmaceuticals in the water that can't be filtered out. And so you might be drinking the boy next door to use Ritalin, or the woman down the street's hormone replacement therapy. It's not stuff that you want, especially during a detox. So do what you can to get the cleanest water possible. Again, spring water is recommended. If you cannot get that, then any kind of reverse osmosis water, which will demineralize the water, and then in that, you can put concentrate mineral drops. If there's another brand of mineral drops that you have, send them to our team at the Live for Vitality Cleanse Retreats, and we'll look over them and let you know if we think they're a good idea or not. Some other things that you can order on Amazon as well. So that's that about water. The 3 liters a day is really a challenge that I'm asking you to take up. Now, the way to do that is by waking up in the morning, having at least a liter, if not a liter and a half, and that's a sip every few minutes. And then after that, you're going to have your huge fruit breakfast, right? And then after that, you're gonna go ahead, have another liter, maybe wait an hour, have another liter before lunch. And then what do you know? You already have 2 or 2.5 liters out of the way. And then later on in the afternoon before your dinner, go ahead and start to have your 3rd liter. And this alone really could change everything. You'll notice that you're peeing a lot more, but the healthy human body will go to the toilet once per meal per day, all right? So that's about water and hydration. I really believe in you, and don't believe me, verify me. Do the experimentation on your own body and see how you feel. Things like your lymphatic system will start to drain. You'll start to feel that your fingers like this get skinnier. That maybe if you do any kind of physical exercise or even yogasana, you'll feel more space in your joints and things will start to clear, as well as poop more. Yeah, and that's our big goal here with these 10 days of prep. So secondarily, we are going to talk in this video about what to eliminate and how to eliminate. So the thing is that animal products, specifically flesh, so that's fish, that's meat, that's poultry, this is very difficult for the human body to digest. And it's simply the mere virtue that we were not made to be carnivores. If we look at a dog or a lion, right? They have jaws and teeth that move like this. Our teeth are not like scissors, right? And they move like this. Our jaw moves all around. Moreover, their digestive tract is shorter than the length of our body, of their torso. Our digestive tract is about 10 times the length of our torso. So when we think about this, the length of that is so long because we're meant to be eating high nutrient density foods, fruits and vegetables, right? Moreover, a carnivore's mouth doesn't have what ours does, which is a specific kind of amylase called ptyalin. And in that human mouth, it's meant to digest carbohydrates, not proteins. So diet arguments aside, you guys can do the experimentation after the fast and notice what feels better then, because again, we don't really know what feels good in our body until we have that blank slate that fasting gives us. And so right now, what we do know is that it takes meat about 4 or more hours to move in and out of the stomach organ alone. Fruit moves in and out of the stomach organ in about 30 minutes. So if we're going for cleansing and detoxing, there is nothing like the cleansing properties of fruits and green vegetables that can help to cleanse things through. So from today or tomorrow, I don't know what kind of dinner engagements you have, really nothing is necessary. Nothing has to pass through your mouth. You always have the ability to say, hey, no thank you, I'm preparing it for a cleanse. Or hey, no thank you, my doctor said I should skip it. Or no thank you, I'm not eating that right now. Right? All you have to do is say no. It's possible. I know it seems so addictive in this modern human world, and we have such a habit to just reach for these things. But for these next 9 days, just go ahead and say no thank you. All right, so we're gonna start to eliminate all animal flesh. Yeah, you can do it. I have faith in you. Start to explore and notice also if there are any like embedded ideas in your head, like I need protein, right? This girl right here, you're gonna see her muscles, right? Super rock hard. She hasn't had protein in like more than 15 years. But that's not true, right? She hasn't had animal protein. Because everything, our hair is protein. Green leafy vegetables, protein. Fruit, protein. Cantaloupe, for example, rock melon, 9% protein by calorie-nutrient ratio. That's higher than calorie-nutrient ratio than most animal products. So like our conception of protein is crazy. And moreover, there is no Western medicine diagnosed disease that is lack of protein. It's actually malnutrition. So as long as we're getting enough calories, there's no way to be deficient in protein. So start to shift all of these beliefs that you have. Go ahead and tap onto the Live for Vitality podcast if you want to hear more about these things that we think we know and how they're not true. Yeah? And then from there, start to allow these thought pods to awaken and the wheels to start turning so that you can start to question yourself about how you know what you think you know, because we're in for a big ride of learning. All right, so you got those 2 things for today, the water, keep pooping more, and go ahead and start to take away all animal flesh. That's what it is, yeah? You're gonna cleanse so well. See you tomorrow.